How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Lift Excelsior channel, and welcome to Chester, where today's lift adventure is set, filmed in July 2024, and the first lift tour I did on my UK trip of that year. We begin in the Grosvenor Centre car park, which has two unknown lifts mod by Concept. These are absolutely tiny, but really characterful, so I wonder what they were originally.
Doors closing. Doors opening. Doors closing. Lift going down.
Interesting indicator animation there.
Mezzanine.
Mezzanine, you say, madam? What class of
Doors
mezzanine is this?
opening.
Do you mean ma'am? Anyway, now on to Flannels. This store occupies one side of the ex-Browns of Chester department store, which was operated by Debenhams, and occupied a fabulous old building. I don't know what the Browns lifts were, but Flannels have clearly ripped them out and put in a nice but extremely boring monospace.
Doors closing. Lower ground floor.
It's rare though you hear lower ground floor in one of these.
Going up. Doors closing. Ground floor. Doors opening.
Now on to a much rarer lift. Next. I don't know of any other Oakland lifts like this at all. This is a really nice, completely original 80s Oakland, complete with retro next floor directory that runs like new and is preserved amazingly. Much more interesting than all the black button new style Oaklands you see everywhere. Camera doesn't do it justice just how tiny this thing is. Probably only about 3 of my footsteps across from wall to wall. Nearly next door is New Look. Probably the weirdest setup New Look in terms of lifts you'll ever see. Up the front is a Coney monospace that goes from the ground floor all the way up to the second floor. It also has a 3-speed door.
Second floor. Doors opening. Going down. Doors closing. Doors opening.
Look at those lift doors. Have you ever seen a 3-speed telescopic door Coney in your life? I certainly haven't. And if that wasn't oddball enough, down the back, serving the first floor mezzanine, is this big Oakland lift. This is an old style one and also has some odd voice logic. Sadly, to ride is not so interesting, pretty much your standard hydro, but it's still nice. I wish someone had turned the lights on though.
First floor. Doors opening. Doors closing. Ground floor. Doors opening.
Our next lift would have been this beaut in W.H. Smith, an amazing panoramic glass firs mounted hydro air, but unfortunately my clip was hot garbage. Real shame, this thing's brilliant. So instead let's go to River Island, which has high-tech in Barba. I have an odd soft spot for this design, to be honest. Design. It reminds me in the weirdest possible way of Windows 7. Please don't cut that out, editing me. That was amazing. No idea why, it just reminds me of Windows 7 for whatever reason.
First floor. Opening.
closing. Going down. Ground floor.
That's our next, and they're another doubler. The first lift is at the far right, and it's a Kone apparently. Why has this got the LC voice? Ooh, that's a useful indicator.
First floor. Doors open. Floor 0. Doors open.
Now moving to the food hall for the other lift at Jackson. I'm going to Jackson. So I just had to, didn't I?
Floor 1.
This thing is a great brake clunk. I believe it was a ThyssenKrupp originally. Do feel free to correct me if that is incorrect.
Ground floor. Doors opening.
Oh, look at this, there's an old goods lift beside it. Neat. A bit further down the road now to Primark, which has this Gen 2, and listen to this door. That's the loudest door I've ever heard in a Gen 2. It sounds like that one skyscrapers in sound, elbow open quick or something. Anyway, this lift is really interesting. Big jumbo Dewhurst out of the Primark train. And a bit of aeroplane sneaking in there too. One of my favourite Gen 2 noises. No. The last stop for today is Zara, which I have no clue why. Down a separate street, completely isolated from all the other big stores. This thing's awesome and all, but why no lift technic voice? Come on, it's the best lift voice ever to exist.
Floor 1.
And on that bombshell, here's a Ferrari, and thank you for watching this lift tour, and I hope to see you all in the next one.